all our memories are reconstructed memories. They are the product of what we originally experienced and everything that's happened afterwards.
Why do we remember some things and not others? And why do memories eventually fade?
It's called reconstructed memories. It happens to us in all the aspects of our life, all the time. It was those caution that all of us have to have. I constantly have to remind myself about just how accurate are the memories that we know are true, that we believe in.
Confusion between experience and memory. Basically, it's between being happy in your life and being happy about your life or happy with your life. And those are two very different concepts.
The brain fills in information that was not there, not originally stored, from inference, from speculation, from sources of information that came to you as the observer after the observation. But it happens without awareness such that you aren't even cognizant of it occurring. It's called reconstructed memories. It happens to us in all the aspects of our life, all the time.
The remembering self does more than remember and tell stories. It is actually the one that makes decisions.
Memories are encoded most strongly when we're paying attention, when we're deeply engaged, and when information is meaningful to us.
We only detect, encode, and store in our brains bits and pieces of the entire experience in front of us. The brain fills in information that was not there, not originally stored, from inference, from speculation, from sources of information that came to you as the observer after the observation. But it happens without awareness such that you aren't even cognizant of it occurring.
Now, the remembering self is a storyteller. And that really starts with a basic response of our memory. It starts immediately. We don't only tell stories when we set out to tell stories. Our memory tells us stories. That is, what we get to keep from our experiences is a story.
Working memory allows us to investigate our current experience as we move forward. It allows us to make sense of the world around us. Okay? But it does have certain limits.
Those are two very different entities, the experiencing self and the remembering self, and getting confused between them is part of the mess about the notion of happiness.
The accuracy of our memories is not measured in how vivid they are, nor how certain you are that they're correct.
Now, the experiencing self lives its life continuously. It has moments of experience, one after the other. Most of them are completely ignored by the remembering self. And yet, somehow you get the sense that they should count, that what happens during these moments of experience is our life. What defines a story? And that is true of the stories that memory delivers for us, and it's also true of the stories that we make up. What defines a story are changes, significant moments, and endings. Endings are very, very important.
Galileo then wondered if we might be misinterpreting our experiences in other ways. He wrote, "I think that tastes, odors, colors, and so on reside in consciousness. Hence, if the living creature were removed, all these qualities would be annihilated."
For the longest time, all I would do is recall the memory of this person over and over again, wishing that I could get rid of that gut-wrenching, visceral blah feeling. Now, as it turns out, I'm a neuroscientist, so I knew that the memory of that person and the awful emotional undertones that color in that memory are largely mediated by separate brain systems.
Dwelling on sad events in the past, another symptom of depression, makes it difficult to pay attention to the present.
So here's what the hippocampus looks like after forming a fear memory, for example. The sea of blue that you see here are densely packed brain cells, but the green brain cells are the ones that are holding on to a specific fear memory. So you're looking at the crystallization of the fleeting formation of fear. You're actually looking at the cross-section of a memory right now.
What we process, we learn. If we're not processing life, we're not living it. Live life.